And welcome here to Talk FCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys. It is the day after yet another nightmare. It does feel as though we have these quite a lot, but still, it doesn't make it any less painful. I'm still coming here today very, very sad, very disappointed, very angry still with what we saw from that Barça team last night. And somehow, and I repeat, somehow, Ronald Koeman is still in a job. He has not yet been sacked as the Barça coach. Could it be coming, though? Surely it will. Let's get to this. Come on. Because these right here were the headlines this morning from the Spanish media. He certainly did not hold back sport. They're going with those exact words. This is a nightmare right now. MD going with against the ropes. And it does feel as though right the way through the Spanish media, they know right now that Ronald Koeman is on borrowed time. Right after that result yesterday, many journalists were saying, look, this is it for Koeman. There is no way that he survives this. And still, we have that feeling. Right now, Koeman is still the Barça coach. Somehow, I was kind of expecting a snap decision to be made after yesterday's display, because I think as much as the club here seemed determined to wait until the international break, do the game against Atletico, get that out of the way, and then we have sort of 2 weeks to plan and bring in somebody as Koeman's replacement. But at the same time, I think the manner of yesterday's display, how bad we were to lose 3-0 against Benfica, I kind of felt as though, you know what? Just do it. Just get on with the decision. Just make the decision now. And I am looking at Laporta. These are big days for him. He's come out on several occasions and he said, you know what? I know what needs to be done. I know what we need to do to solve this situation. Now we're waiting for him to make that call. He knows that Ronald Koeman cannot continue. We are not moving in the right direction. And it is now over to him to make that call. We know that he can be brave. We know that he can be bold. But he needs to sack Koeman. Because after yet another disappointing performance, Ronald Koeman came out in the media, once again didn't take any sort of responsibility. He actually said, I can't say anything about my future because it's not in my hands. He said, I feel very supported by my players here at Barcelona. When he was asked, though, whether he felt support from within the club, he said, I don't really know. Koeman again said this is not the team from years gone by. He said that's crystal clear. We never said that it was, Ronald. We really didn't. Koeman said, but this result is hard to take. I don't think that it's a fair reflection after conceding so early. We responded well, but we couldn't score. They're very quick. They're strong. There are a lot of teams stronger than us. And again, it seems for me there, it's that negative approach. It's that negative mindset whereby he's almost accepting there. Yeah, Benfica, they're a stronger team than us. How many more teams this season are we going to come up against and Koeman's going to say, you know what, they're just better? How long is it going to take until we start to think, you know what, this is not okay? Yes, we have our limitations. Yes, we've got our problems. We know that we can't compete with every club, but losing 3-0 to Benfica? I mean, really? He said from minute 30 to 60, we saw a team that controlled the game. We created opportunities. We did create chances, I agree there with Koeman, but controlled the game? What sort of match was he watching? Was he somewhere else in Lisbon last night watching a different kind of performance? He said changing Frankie's position had an impact on the game. He said, but of course, if we don't score, then I'm not right. And it just seems as though Ronald Koeman, he does not believe he's doing anything wrong. He believes every decision that he was taken has been the right one. He said people look at the result. People are living in a world where apparently when you lose, there's no confidence. When you win, all the confidence is restored. He said it's all very opportunistic from you guys talking about the media. And I do just want to say, guys, I am extremely angry and frustrated. And honestly, I'm just done right now with Ronald Koeman. He's come in, he's tried to turn things around. He's had a lot of problems while he's been here. There's no getting away from that. But for me, he is not the coach to lead us forward. But I will admit that changing the coach, it won't miraculously change everything overnight. We do have a lot of problems here, and it's not all about the coach. Please don't think that I'm placing all of the blame on Ronald Koeman, because I'm not. But right now, that's the easiest change. That's the easiest thing to change in a short space of time to give us a bit of positive relief. Because whatever the question is right now of this team, whatever questions we're asking to get us through this situation, Ronald Koeman is not the answer. We have seen right now over 60 matches of Koeman in charge of this club. There's been a number of games whereby we've gone behind, we've had difficulties, we've needed some sort of tactical switch there to get the upper hand on our opponent. Have you ever seen Koeman on the sidelines positively impact a game. During his entire time here, I'm not just talking about this month, I'm not just talking about this season, over 60 games, he's never done it. Not once have I seen Koeman on the sideline make a change, make a tactical switch, do something there that we didn't expect to help our team win a match on their own. It has not happened. And big games, when there's pressure, when there's a lot at stake, and you think about the situation we're in the Champions League right now, all of our remaining games in the group, they're going to be massive. And every single big game under Koeman, we failed. We have failed under his leadership. And at a time right now when our squad, it isn't what it once was. He's absolutely right. This is not the Barça team that we've seen in previous years gone by. There are not the same quality of players right now that we have at this club. But that actually makes it even more important that we have a top coach. What we lack right now in players and quality and proven players with experience, we need to have that in our coach. We need our coach to give us the upper hand, to make certain changes, to tip the balance in our favour. Ronald Koeman is not that man, and whilst it won't change everything, whilst the coach is not 100% the problem right now at Barça, changing and bringing in a positive change, bringing in a positive coach, it will help us and give us some sort of lift. Because right now, like I say, the club appear to be waiting until the international break to make that change. And of course, we are going to be talking a lot about who could come in, exactly where the board is going to go, exactly what road we are going to go down. But many people over the course of these past 2 weeks have said, you know what, with Koeman, why don't you just stick with him? Why don't you just wait it out when he gets injured players back, when he gets people back in the team that he can use? Things will get better, things will improve. But actually, when you look at our previous results, all we've done, barring the game on Sunday, when let's not forget, he wasn't even on the bench, we have gotten worse. With every passing game, with every passing performance, just when you think things can't get any worse, they do. We lose to Bayern. We don't have a shot in that game. We're extremely negative. Just when you think in the Champions League it doesn't get any worse than that performance, we go away to Benfica, we get hammered. And look at the fixtures that we've got coming up. Atletico away. After the international break then, Valencia at home. We have a massive game against Dinamo Kiev, and then it's the Clasico. Do you really think that Ronald Koeman's Barça in those games can compete? We will get worse and worse and worse. Change has to happen now. We're not going to turn it all around. It's not going to miraculously improve, but we need that change. And Laporta, we're looking at you. We are calling on you to do the right thing and do it now. So that right there, guys, is just sort of blowing off a bit of steam, just sort of venting the day after, because like I say, I am still angry. It still hurts right now. Looking at what we've become, looking at how far we've fallen, and almost like the fact that our coach right now, he just accepts it. There's stronger teams than us. There's many stronger teams than us. You can't just accept that. We should be fighting with everything we've got to get back up there, to get back to where we belong. It's going to take one step at a time. It's going to take time to make it happen. But we're not moving in the right direction. We're not making strides. We're getting worse. Stop the rot. Make that change. And please do let me know, guys, all of your thoughts, all of your further reactions here. How are you feeling today? Now you've had time to reflect on what we saw yesterday. What would your plan be for the future? And if you do indeed want to sack Koeman, who would your replacement be? Right now, I will see you soon as any news at all breaks. I'll be right here. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça!